Hey, I want to tell you a story. There was this man that lived in a house, and the area that he lived in was subject to very bad floods. And so one day there was a really bad flood in the area, and the man managed to make it to the top of his house. And they had to use helicopters and they had to use boats to rescue people from their homes, and people's houses were underwater. And this man's house was underwater as well. The only thing that wasn't underwater was his roof. And so in his head, he was praying, and out loud he was praying. He was saying, "God, please save me. God, please save me. God, I can't wait for you to save me." And so a person came with a boat and said, "Hey man, we're here to rescue you." And he said, "No, I'm waiting for God to save me." And so they tried to convince him, "Hey man, we're here to save you. Come on, man, just get on. We'll take you to safety. We'll take you wherever you need to go." He said, "No, I'm waiting for God to save me. I already asked him, could he save me?" And so they drove off, they left him, and then the helicopter came. The helicopter let down his ladder and said, "Hey, come on up, grab the ladder, climb up, and we'll take you wherever you want to go." And he yelled back and said, "No, I'm waiting for God to save me. I'm waiting for God to save me. I already prayed that he'll save me. I'm having faith that he'll save me." And so the helicopter lifted up his ladder and it flew to where it was supposed to. It flew to save other people. And the man stayed on that roof for a long time. Eventually, it got so bad that the roof of his house ended up becoming covered in water. And so, as you may guess, the man ended up dying on the roof of his house. And so I say all that to say this: the man had enough faith for God to save him. But because he was expecting God to save him in a certain way, he died because he did not have discernment enough to realize that God sending the boat and God sending the helicopter was God's way of trying to save him. And so I want to ask whoever is watching this, how many times in our life have we prayed to God, "Hey God, save us. Hey God, get us out of something. Hey God, I need you." And the way that he decides to show up doesn't look like what we're expecting. And so many of us die in situations because we are married to the way instead of married to the mission. The mission was for him to get saved, but the way he was supposed to get saved wasn't what he expected. And there are a lot of people in their lives who are preventing and who are missing God's miracles because they're too focused on the way instead of the mission. And so a lot of times we are actually missing miracles from God because they're not showing up the way that we think they should show up. Not understanding that God's way, and God is sovereign. He can do anything any way that he wants. In Isaiah 43, he talks about doing a new thing. And so understanding that God can take an old thing and do it a new way. And so I hope that helps you. I hope that encourages you. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe, share it, and repost. I thank you guys for watching.